and he became his main disciple. His name was Ganganarayan Chakravarti.
そしてその人、誰かが入門を受けて、ガンガナラヤナという名前を受けて、その人から入門を受けて、そういう名前をいただきまして。
So these brahmanas were harassing him and saying, just see what happened to him, because he's initiating brahmanas now. All he does is cry about his friends, and he's just completely mundane, and now he can't even talk. Just see, he's getting a reaction for his sinful activity of initiating brahmanas. Anyway, they were criticizing him.
ちょっと話がちょっと重いか運ぶ。
Yeah, these brahmanas were saying,
とにかくちょっと話が把握まだできてないんですけど、とにかくその入門した方が。
in his old age, he can't do anything but cry for his friends, and he's not spiritual. But all the people he's crying for was Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda and all the great devotees. Anyway, so this Ganganarayan got really upset, so he went and he said, Gurudev, everybody's criticizing you so much, please come back.
ですからそのガンガンなんとかさんという方が批判されるわけですから、グルデーバ帰ってきてくださいってお願いしました。
And then he said, okay, and he started preaching, and all these brahmanas also surrendered to him.
そして、わかりましたと言って、そして説教したら、すべての人が、ブラハマナになりましたっておっしゃったんでしょうか？
We're not supposed to judge people according to their birth.
ですから、そういうふうな表面的なことで判断するべきではありません。
So that's what this is about. And so we have to be careful. If we don't know who is a pure devotee,
はい、私たち注意深くかかるわけです。誰が純粋な献身者であるかということを見分けることはわからないわけですから。
When Prabhupada one time was asked how many pure devotees are there, he said, how many devotees are in our movement? He was counting everybody.
で、シラパーバーダは、ちょっと聞こえづらくて申し訳ないんですから、違ったらごめんなさい。誰が純粋な献身者かって聞かれて、すべての人がっておっしゃったんでしょうか。間違ったらごめんなさい。
So anyway, we have to be careful. We don't, even to just talk like this Japanese devotee, Indian devotee, and we all have our prejudices that Japanese are like this, Indians are like that, Gujaratis are like this, Marathis are like that, and we have to be very careful because they're not those things.
ですから私はとにかく気をつけなければいけません。私と特にインドの献身者とか日本人の献身者と言いますけど、実際のところはそういう物差しで測るわけではないことですから。
Because bodies are different, and that means the minds are different also.
体が違うということは、マインドも違う、思考も違うということです。
Like the languages are different, but the
言葉も違
souls are
う。
the same. Souls
言
are
葉も
souls
は
are
い
all souls and
はい、
changing.
言葉も違うわけですけれども、魂というのは同じなわけです。
So Krishna says, one who engages in full devotional service does not fall down in any circumstance.
でクリシナがおっしゃいますし、クリシナがおっしゃいましたけど、精神奉仕に、いつも従事している人は決して落ちることはない。
Mam Chiyo Vyabhicharena. I'm trying to remember, I don't know if anybody, the details, there's another story, there was Astavakra Muni.
アスタバクラムニの話を、詳細はちょっとわかりませんけど、そのことに関して思っていたんですか？
He was bent in 8 different places. Very
違うところで食事をしていた？
But I can't remember if he got that way or somebody was offending him, laughing at him. Huh? Indra was laughing at him.
Yeah, because he offered the garland.
Yeah.
Because he's not so much.
Indra laughed at him because he was so crippled, because he couldn't walk right. And then what happened to Indra?
He became angry.
Huh?
And they got the curse.
He got cursed, right? So you have to be careful.
ですから多分その方がちょっとこう体が不具合なところがあったときにインドラがそれに関して少し笑ってしまったんでしょうか。そしたらそれに呪いがかかったということがあったそうですから気をつけなければいけません。
Some of the brahmanas in Vrindavan, they would say Raghunath Das Goswami Sudra. Because he is also born from in Bengal Sudra. It's actually Vaishya family, but Zamindars, but according to them, they're all Sudras. So they didn't acknowledge him for his spiritual advancement.
なんておっしゃったかな。ごめんなさい。ちょっと名前が飛んでしまいますけど、その人に関してもですね、なんておっしゃったんですかね。すいません、聞こえづらいんです。
And now we have the issue of many people don't want to accept that women can be real devotees.
今ではですね、女性、
Prabhupada stressed so many times.
今ではその女性に関してもですね、でもそのことに関してプロはとても気を配られました。
There's one that Prabhupada was lecturing, this was a long time ago, and he was saying how in the past the women, couldn't do this and that, according to the Brahminical society.
はい、ブラフミニカルな社会ではですね、女性はこれはできない、これはできないことがあったわけですが。
So he was going on and on about all the things women couldn't do.
でも、シーラパワダはその女性がそういうことが禁止されていますかということに関してできるようにされたとおっしゃったんです。
He said, Krishna doesn't say that.
クリシュナは何もそのことは言ってないっておっしゃいました。
Krishna doesn't agree with that.
クリシュナはそれに同意しない。
Anyone who worships him is qualified to go back to Godhead.
で、クリシュナを崇拝する人はそういう資格があると、シュリパラパタはおっしゃいました。
So Prabhupada, he didn't discriminate any kind of person.
シュリパラはどの人も
What kind of sexual activities they were engaged in, he didn't ever talk about it. He just saw here's a spirit soul that he wants to hear about Krishna.
シュリパラが見ていたことは、皆は精神的な魂であって、それに従事したいということを見ていました。ただそのことだけは見ていました。
So this is Krishna.
それがクリシュナです。
We have to judge people for management according to their guna and karma.
いや、グナとカルマによって、その人の行動を、批判するというか、判断すると言いますか
But not according to their birth. Not saying that someone's born in this family or that family, therefore they're not qualified.
というかどういう家庭に生まれたかによって判断するべきではありません。
Even sometimes astrologers, they look at somebody's chart and say, oh, you can't be a devotee.
時々ですね、先生の方が、この方は献身者になれるべきではないということがあります。そのチャートを見て。
Yeah, they said, okay, I can go back and enjoy. I can't be a devotee. But that has nothing to do with your astrology. Many things, what kind of work you can do or when you're going to die or get sick, that's not whether or not you can be a devotee. That's completely up to your desire.
で、献身者になるということは、一つのことは全て望みにかかっているからです。
So, Anyabhilashita sunyam, everyone should be, devotional service should be free from jnana and karma.
グナ、様式とカールマから、それを超越して、献身奉仕に従事するべきです。献身者になるべきです。
So if someone accepts the process of bhakti and they're following all the principles and practicing, they're free from that, so we have to honor
規
them.
定原則に従って検診報酬を受ける方はそういうものから自由になることができます。
Only a devotee can see another devotee properly.
献身者だけが献身者のことを正しく見ることができます。
Like I just met this one devotee, Chaitanya Charan. He's quite famous, Indian.
私はチャジャナ・チャラナ・プラボという人にお会いしましたが、
And he's lecturing all over the world, super popular. He's very crippled. He has to have 2 sticks, and since his whole life like that. But that was an advantage for him because he couldn't sports and everything, so he just studied all the time.
最初の方が聞こえませんでしたけど、彼はそういうスポーツとかができなかったので、とにかく勉強をしましたっておっしゃったんですか。
And he got his engineering degree with honors and everything.
で、エンジニアのこう、なんですか、ディグリーを得てですね。
So he, started just studying all that. Now he's amazing intellect, But if you see him walking, you might think, oh, what kind of bad karma he must have. Somebody that's healthy. People think like that. That's not right. It doesn't have anything to do with it. There's another devotee, Vishwarupa.
で、他の献身者のビッシュバルーパさん、プラブという方が、
He's now I see him on the internet a lot. He's giving classes. He sings so nice.
歌をとてもうまく歌ってくれ
You can't, when you look at his body, you cannot understand how it could be like. He's born like that. He had a twin brother. They were both in his spine, everything just completely twisted and, And they weren't supposed to live. The doctor said when they were in high school, they could only live a little while. Then they became devotees. And they both lived quite a few years. Then one brother he got some infection and died, but his father takes him all over the world, even all over India, and drives him to all the festivals. And he's lecturing so brilliantly. He's also really smart on the computer, but he can't move. It's, everything has to be done for him. So how someone could get a body like that? I look at it, I just can't figure it out. But he's completely fine. He just probably, and he can eat everything like I can't do. Much smarter than me. He can sing much better, everything. So we don't judge like that. We just judge by what someone's doing.
ですから、献身者のことを説明されてましたけど、そのことは、
Forgot that we had a translator.
私、体に不具合があったんですけれども、そういうふうにですね、たくさんお話しされたんですが、ですから、とにかく表面的なことで判断しないということです。
So like Krishna says, Api Chet Sudaracharo Bhajate Mamananyabhak Sadar Eva Samantavya Samyag Vabhastatu Isa. Even if a devotee sometimes does bad things, if he continues trying to be a devotee, then he's still considered saintly.
時にはですね、献身者が何か、良くないことをしたと見受けられることがあっても、それでも献身者であると見るべきです。
Of course, that verse maybe is one of the most misused verses in the Bhagavad Gita.
この説が時々バグバディギタのこの説がですね、時々誤用されて、使われる、よくあることになっている説になっていますが、
Sahajya mind will think, well, I do all nonsense all the time, but I'm still a devotee. Criticize.
サハジャもですね、私はいろんなナンセンスなことをしても、 でもそれでも献身者であると、そういうふうに、誤用してしまうこともあったりするわけです。
Lord Chaitanya was criticized for giving the Mahamantra to the non-Brahmanas.
クチュチャイナ・マハプラワはですね、ハレクシャ・マハマントラ、ブラハマでない方に与えることを、よしとされてませんでした。
The Brahmanas criticized. They said that the holy name will become contaminated if these low-class people chant.
でも、聖なる皆が、低い方たちに唱えられることによって、汚されてしまうと。
They didn't understand that low-class people would become purified if they chant.
でも、それが、
In
低い
fact,
側の人たちがそれによって浄化されるということを分かっていなかったんです。
Krishna can't be, he's, what's that verse? Ishopanishad. Anyway, Krishna cannot be contaminated and he purifies whatever he comes in contact with.
はい、クリシュナは決して汚されないお方で、そして汚れたものを浄化されるお方です。
Bhakti Vinod was invited to speak at some kind of convention to glorifying the Brahmanas.
そして、バクティビノタクロあるコンベンションでですね、招かれて、ブラハマナに関して、なんておっしゃったのか。
So he was not feeling well and he asked Bhakti Siddhanta to go and speak.
で、彼はあまり良い気がしなかったので、バクティシスタンタに、あなたが言ってくださいっていうことに、話してくださいっておっしゃいました。
He was teenage at the time.
その時は彼は、ティーンエイジャーでした。
So he wrote a paper.
そして紙に書いて、
So he went to speak and so he was speaking the glories of the Brahmanas and he had so many Vedic references none of the Brahmins ever heard before. They were really happy.
そしてブラハマナに関しての栄光をたたえて、
Fantastic. The Brahmanas were very happy to hear that.
そうするとブラハマナはとても幸せになりました。
Then he started quoting all the slokas how the Vaishnavas are much better than the Brahmanas.
そうした後にブラハマナをたたえた後にですね、バイシナはもっとどのように素晴らしいかということに言及しました。
So in Bengal at that time there were many Vaishnavas, so they became very happy.
その時、ベンガリーのたくさんのブラハマナは、それに関して、
So everybody wanted to touch his feet, in India.
インドではですね、よく、右足に触れるということがありますが、
And it was a mob, so the police took him in the back to protect him.
そして、彼を守るために、そこから、
They're all crazy rushing to touch the feet. Like it used to be with the Beatles. They used to put a big fence around the concert because otherwise the people rush up to touch them. So the police held him down and they washed his feet.
そして、ちょっと、
They took his feet by force and they put in the water. And then they went and sprinkled that water all over everybody and they were happy. You got it?
It's what I couldn't catch, sorry.
Yeah. But all the people they thought it was so wonderful how he spoke, they wanted to touch his feet.
Okay. そう、とても素晴らしいお話でしたので、たくさんの人が彼の右足に触れようとしました。
So he, the police took him to stop him.
そして、
banging on the door, so the police washed his feet.
OK。そういった皆さんが押し寄せるので、彼を守らなければいけないということで、ある方々が彼を、そこから、退出させたわけです。そして、右足を洗ったお水をですね、皆さんに振りかけると。
And then they went out with that water and they sprinkled all over everybody, and then the people were happy.
そして、その右足を洗ったお水を振りかけて、皆が幸せになりました。
So anyway, and then he was criticized for preaching to the non-Brahmanas.
そしてブラフマでない方々に説教したということで批判されました。
And so he went on a prikama, Navadvip prikama, when you're
ナ
thousands
バ
of
ル
people.
ナバルビパリキュラムをされたときに、たくさんの方が何千という方々が参加されたっておっしゃったんですか。
And they got, I guess, to the Navadvip town, and these brahmanas came and they were throwing bricks at them. And even at the, they had a elephant carrying the deity, and they were throwing bricks at that. And they say that how can this be that these non-brahmanas are chanting Hare Krishna and worshiping Krishna?
うん、ちょっと話がわかりませんけど、この方々、ブラフマでない方々、聖なる皆を唱えて、どうやって理解すべきだとおっしゃったんですかね。それで、なんか像にあるご心臓の設定とか、ナバドビビの街を練り歩いたんですけれども、
So it actually made the brahmanas get a very bad reputation and made him more popular.
そういうことによって、
That's
ブラ
how
フマの
crazy they were, this bodily consciousness.
そういうことによってもっと逆に広まったわけです。で、体に、
So we have to be careful.
とにかく気をつけるべきです。
So this Goswami title is a family title now, but it's not hereditary. It's by someone's activity.
ゴーサミというとタイトルはですね、家庭からのことではなくって、どういう行動を示したかということで付けられるものです。
So Prabhupada says, one should not think here is an American Goswami and discriminate against him.
でプラパラダおっしゃいました。アメリカ人のゴーサミとして考えるべきではない。
Nor should anyone think here is a Nityananda Vamsa Goswami.
なんておっしゃったかな。
There's some, they call themselves Nityananda Vamsa. That means in the family of Nityananda.
誰かはですね、ニチャンナンダのファミリー、家族に生まれたものという方々がいますけども、
But Nityananda had only one son.
でもニチャンナンダには一人の息子しかいませんでした。
There was no family line, but somehow somebody was there in Vrindavan.
それですから、その家族の系列っていうんですかね、家系の系列。
Advaita there is. But,
アドバイタにはいましたけれども、
and Prabhupada said there's an undercurrent of protest against us, him awarding Goswami to American Vaishnava.
なんていうかな、アメリカ人のバイシナバ。
I think this is pretty much settled now, but they used to tell some of the devotees, this is not, you're not really a Goswami. You have to be born.
生まれではなくっておっしゃったんでしょうか。
One devotee in Vrindavan, he came to Prabhupada. He'd met some pujari or something.
ブリンダーバーにある献身者が、ある、神道崇拝の従事している献身者と会いましたけれども、プジャリと会いましたが、
And he came and told Prabhupada that this man said, if you practice very nicely now in your next life, maybe you can be born in Vrindavan and be a real devotee.
で、今彼はとてもよく従事しているので、次の生では、ブリンダーバーに生まれて、
And Prabhupada said, you go tell him that if he does his work very nicely, maybe he can take birth in ISKCON. He can be a preacher.
そしたらシラパワーでおっしゃったのが、そしたらある方は来世ではイスコンに生まれて、イスコンの研修として生まれて、研修表示に従事できるっておっしゃったんですが、ちょっと話が見えない。ごめんなさい。
Movement is a transcendental science. We shouldn't be envious.
これはちょい
Conditioning is so strong. Sometimes I see in Mayapur some of their devotees living there, but they will look down on the Western devotees. You are meat eater. Don't have to why should you can't tell me what to do? Even though that meat eater devotee had been a devotee before that Indian was born, but these things happen.
まあ、制約というのはとても強いわけですね。
So we have to be careful of Vaishnava.
とにかく、バイシナワに対してとても注意深くあるべきです。
Every devotee should be ready to take instructions from a superior Vaishnava.
精神的なバイシナバから、教えをこうことを、するべきです。
One is superior or inferior according to spiritual development.
精神的である。
And to be very, be careful.
とにかく気をつけるべきです。
That's why we need to constantly hear and chant. And
ですから、いつも常に唱えて聞くことが重要になってきます。
someone thinks that Krishna consciousness is limited to a certain section of people, certain piece of land or something. They see the external features.
ある方は、献身者に関して、なんておっしゃった。
No, if someone thinks only Indians can be devotees, or some Indians think only Brahmanas, or only South Indians. I mean, these things are there.
時々ですね、インド人だけが献身者になれるですとか、南インドの方が献身者であるとか、そういう考え方、今もまだあります。
Prabhupada here, he says, we're surrounded by neophyte godbrothers who don't appreciate this movement.
それで、ピラパパでですね、
They criticize Prabhupada.
ニアファイトの、彼の兄弟弟子たちが、それを批判しているということがありまして、
Some even said, well, Prabhupada was a businessman, and that's why he could succeed in the West.
誰かが言ったんですけど、プラッパーダは
Organize things. We're sadhus, so we couldn't do that.
ビジネスマンだったので、西洋諸国に行って成功したんだと、私たちはサドゥだから、そうい
He
う
could
ことで
make
も
a big movement, but it's not real. It's just because he's a businessman.
なことをおっしゃったと、彼がビジネスマンだったからという。
And don't do anything. They don't go out and preach.
彼らは外にいて説教するわけでもなく、
So again and again, Prabhupada says you shouldn't be jealous of a devotee and you shouldn't make any offense.
プラッパーダは何度もおっしゃいました。
You shouldn't try to give advice and many things. So, yes. The sum and substance of Rupa Goswami's advice in this verse. We're not sure, like there's the foam that's on the Jamuna now. You seen the pictures?
Yeah.
It's like about half meter thick. And there was some picture of people bathing anyway. But that foam is not pure. The Jamuna is. Mahavishnu Swami, they did this crazy raft. They built got two like pontoons and put a piece of plywood and sail, and they went down the Ganga one year. That was okay because the Ganga is mapped, so they knew what was coming. The Jamuna, they didn't have a map, so there's like waterfalls and all kinds of things I didn't know. The boat, they actually, by Krishna's grace, they got stuck between two rocks. And one devotee fell off and he went over the waterfall. And somehow he didn't get hurt. But when they got stuck between the rocks, he cut his leg a little bit. And then when they got to the part with all that foam in Noida, naturally that, and then he ended up with this incredible infection, and almost had to cut off his leg from that foam getting in the cut. So we have to be careful how much faith we have. The water may be pure, but the foam on top is not Ganga. It's not. It's that's completely different. It's all just some hellish stuff coming from factories, especially Jamuna now. Because it's not Jamuna anymore. It's something else coming from far away. So, okay, but anyway, with every devotee, it's safer to just think every devotee is very pure. Maybe be a little naive sometime than to try to judge. We try to judge, well, should I bow down to this one or not? Maybe, let's see, he's from a better family, but I was initiated first, but his guru has more disciples. Devotees think like that. Really crazy. Better just bow down to everybody. And you can't go wrong because Krishna's in the heart of everyone, right? So you're bowing down to Krishna, and much better to be, at the same time, we have to manage. Very tricky. Anyway, see, I have an audience of English speakers, so I forget. So anyway, the best thing is be highly respectful to all devotees and ultimately to everybody.
ですからですね、
Just be respectful to all devotees is the safest platform.
一番良いことは、一番良いことはですね、すべての心の中にですね、ハートの中にクリシュナがいてくださるわけですから、すべての方に関して、尊敬の念を捧げるって、そういう気持ち、お持ちでいるべきです。そうすれば、何も間違ったことは起きませんので、この人がこうとか、あの人がこうとか、そういうことを判断する心持ちが出ませんので。
Like we even have some that say, well, nobody can be a guru. We have to wait till the self-effulgent acharya comes.
誰かが言いましたけど、誰もグルになることはできない中、匿名の人が現れるまでみたいな考え方の方もいらっしゃったりして。
And you're declaring yourself to be the pure devotee who can recognize. So it's better to understand things according to scripture.
そして、経典に従って理解をするべきです。
Okay, so thank you very much. We have Mohini today again.
モヒさんがいます。
D phone, whoever that is.
D フォン、どなたでしょうか？
Maybe iPhone. No, it's D phone. Huh? Sometimes it's, and then there's Ganga and Show Touch Sutta. That's Yamuna. Changes their name all the time. People remember. All right.
よろしいですか？
Big audience on Facebook. Some from Bali, some I don't know, from Israel, Bali, Anjali, Navadvip, Bali.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yeah.
One comment or one question actually. Like there was one point like we should be very careful when we talk about this like Japanese or Indian or Russian, this discrimination or conversation also.
Yeah. It's tricky.
Yeah, because in temple I have experienced like if sometimes we give preference to, for example, say Indian or give preference to Japanese or to somebody, then the others feel very strange why we are behaving like this or why we are discriminating. But at the same time, the line to differentiate is not very clear, Maharaj. That
Yeah.
this
That's what I'm
point you
saying.
should give preference. So how to manage the balance so that nobody feels hurt?
I don't think it's possible because we have a lot of neophyte people.
Mm-hmm.
They want, full attention on them,
Mm.
and it's impossible to satisfy all those people. So
Okay.
the best thing, like kirtan or something, it's not a problem. So the more kirtan we have, where everybody can engage, festivals where everybody can forget. More likely people are to upgrade their consciousness. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all I can think of. I don't think it's possible. It's like, say, I've been trying to distribute books, so I'm very out of practice. And one reason I started going because I got into just judging everybody by their body too much.
Exactly. Yeah.
It doesn't work, you know. But if we keep trying, you know, book distributors, finally they just somehow find people that no matter what kind of body they have, that you know, that will say, oh yeah, what do you got there? You know, and can I give you a donation or something? But otherwise, they think, well, here's this one will be no good. This one's, you know, and that kind of thing. At the same time, for management, it's tricky because the minds are so much different.
Yeah.
So, you know, like the American companies that came to Japan, at first they had so much trouble till they finally had to let Japanese manage the Japanese workers.
Correct. Yeah.
And when the Japanese went to Thailand, they had the same problem.
Yes.
And so everybody has a different mentality, and for ordinary logistics, they react things in completely. You can do the same thing, you know, and the Indian might think, oh, this is the perfect way to manage, and the Japanese will think, oh, this is terrible. You know.
Yeah. Right.
You know, that's why you have to move very slow and try to listen to everybody. It's very tricky. You know?
Maharaj, let me translate to Japanese a little bit.
Okay. Anyway, it's very difficult.
Yeah. It's because somehow or other we hurt someone.
That's why it's the kirtan movement, you know, the Sankirtan, more kirtan. In kirtan, everything's all right.
Correct. じゃあ質問したのは、私からの質問は、今日の方はで一つポイントありましたんですね。私たちはこの人が日本人、この人がインド人、このディボティがロシア人とか、そういうふうにできるだけ下がらないといけない、そういうふうなポイントがありましたね。そういうふうに話すときとかね、管理するときはすごい気をつけないといけない。その一つポイントがありましたので、それについて質問したんですね。日本人かインド人かロシア人とかアメリカ人ね、これお寺として見ると、お寺で区別にすると、すごい他の人がね、多分日本人に優先にするとか、インド人に優先にするとか、それによって他の人たちがすごいね、気になりますね。なんでこういうふうになってるんですか、なんで日本人だけにしてるかとか、なんでインド人だけにしてるんですか、そういうふうにみんなが気になるから、それはどういうふうにすればいいかと聞いたら、マーラージの答えとしては、みんなに満足するのはできないですよね。だからできるだけキルタンを増えたわけですね。キルタンするときは一緒にキルタンするとこういうふうな、これ全部忘れてみんな一緒にキルタンするからね。でもう一つマーラージも例挙げたんですけど、自分の例で自分でもマーラージがこの人がこういうふうになってるとかね、インド人とか日本人、ロシア人、タイラン人。だからマーラージもいつも本配りに行ってるんですね。本配りに行くと私たち体じゃなくてこの人が魂とかね、本だけ配る、そういうふうに見ることが可能になるから、そこで本配りも良くなるんですね。で、管理者として見るとすごい気をつけないといけないですね。例としてマーラージ言ったのは、アメリカの会社が日本に何か新しい会社設定すると、アメリカの方と日本の仕事の方が全然違うので、アメリカで完璧ですけど、日本でこれ全然できないとかね、合わない、そういうふうになるから、同じように日本人が他の国に行ったら日本人も困りますので、だから立場とか国によって違うですね、考え方とか。だからすごい気をつけてやるしかない。そういう答えでしたね。Thank you very much, Maharaj.
Yeah, it's like I heard a class Deva Amrita Swami was giving in Silicon Valley.
Uh-huh.
So he was trying to teach, because almost all Indians are, that they have to learn how to preach to the Western people.
で、大分サーミのクラスがあったんですけれども、インド人の方々にどうやって、説教するかということに関しておっしゃってましたが、
He said just like we had to learn how to preach in India.
私たちはどうやってインド人の方に説教するかを学ばなければいけないと。
So he said, it's very simple. Like when an Indian comes to the temple, basically, where's the deity? Where's the donation box?
で、インド人の方が来たときには、どこに